Number 61. Graph the inequality negative 3x minus 4y is less than or equal to negative 12. Well, we want to graph the line first. So we'll graph the line. That means we want an equal sign. And then later on we'll do the inequality. Let's find the equation first. Now we'll find the value of x when y equals 0. That gives me my x-intercept. When you let y be equal to 0, you're going to find out what x is. That'll give you where it is on the x-line, on the x-intercept, on the x-axis. That'll be your x-intercept. Put a 0 in for the y. You're going to have negative 3x and minus 4 times what? 0. Okay? Moving across, you're going to have negative 3x, and you're going to have minus or plus 0 equals negative 12. 0 doesn't have a plus or a minus sign. We don't care what sign's on the 0 because you're going to end up with a negative 3x equals to minus 12. Dividing both sides by negative 3, we'll have negative 3 divided by negative 3, and we'll have negative 12 divided by negative 3. And we know negative 12 divided by negative 3, two negatives make a positive. So my point is going to be 4, 0, and that's going to be where it is on the x-axis. That's the x-intercept. Now let's find the y-intercept. That means we're going to let we're going to let x be 0, and we'll find the value of y. Find the value of y when x equals 0 to get the point 0y. That will be your y-intercept. That's where it's going to lie on the y-axis. Your line's going to pass through the y-axis at what point? Well, when x is 0, we'll find out what the y-intercept is. So we'll take negative 3x minus 4 times y equals negative 12. And in place of the x, we're going to put a 0. So negative 3 times 0, and then we'll find out what y is. Negative 3 times 0 is 0, so you're going to have 0 minus 4y. And 0 minus 4y is negative 4y. So negative 4y is a negative 12. Now we're going to divide both sides of the equation by negative 4. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 is going to be 3. So your y-intercept is 0, 3. My x-intercept is 4, 0. My y-intercept is 0, 3. Take out a sheet of graph paper and let's graph the inequality. First of all, my x-intercept, that's where it lies on the x-axis. We're going 4 units to the right. 4, 0. Now my y-intercept was 0, 3. That means we're going to go up 3 on the y-axis. Up 3 is right here. Then we'll put a solid line through these 2 points. A solid line because on my inequality I have a less than or equal to sign. If it had been a less than sign on that inequality up there on the right, if that was just a less than sign, I would have a dashed line. But since it's less than or equal to negative 12, it's going to be a solid line. Now we'll take our test point. My favorite point is 0, 0. Will we get a true statement if I put 0 in for x and 0 in for y? Will this give me a true statement? Now you had negative 3 times 0 because x was 0, and negative 4 times 0 because you have negative 4y. 0 is for y. So you're getting negative 3 times 0 is 0, negative 4 times 0 is 0. We're saying that 0 is smaller than negative 12. Well, on a number line, is 0 to the left or to the right of negative 12? Is 0 smaller than negative 12? On a number line, it would be to the left of it. We know that 0 is not smaller than negative 12. So this is not true. So my test point 0, 0 in yellow over there did not work. It did not work, so I cannot shade that part of the graph. I'm going to have to shade on top of the line now. On top of the line, because 0, 0 did not work. Did not give me a true statement. We shade on top of the line.